And what's your reaction to that game? And obviously the week, it's been a really tough week since the FIBA break.
Yeah, some teams come out of the FIBA break rejuvenated and different game plan, and seeing Cairns play the other night and how good it's been for them, and right now on the two performances that we've had, say it's been the opposite for us right now, and felt like just kind of lacking some synergy on the floor, lacking some discipline in some areas, and then I thought the physicality of both Perth and South East, we went up to the physicality challenge as well. So we'll go back and look at that tonight and see what the biggest issues are, and just try and be better.
What was the thinking behind the dramatic change in the starting lineup?
Yeah, I just thought, obviously, CG was super sick in Perth, and whether he should have played or not, but he's always put his hand up and tried to play. Tanner had his best game all the time, and so CG was still recovering, so we went with that one. And then we had some moments in that first quarter that weren't who we wanted to be, and it was just to say, hey, I'm going to try some of the other guys, right now to get started, and we want to move the basketball, we want to play with these kind of things, and so, sometimes you just got to try some things to shake it up.
How did you address that with the players, and how was it received with the starters who ended up?
Yeah, I sat with Milton, Jesse and CG and talked about, and we looked at some vision, and we moved forward, and they all played a lot of minutes. It was just one of those things to say, hey, let's try something different. It didn't work the other night, and sometimes you just got to throw a lightning rod out there and see if it creates a spark.
Were you happy with the energy they provided?
First group?
Yeah.
They're 16 all. It was 16-2 the other night, so it was pretty positive.
But then conversely, I suppose the regular starters seem a little bit disjointed early on before they finally got into a bit of a group.
Yeah, they've got some work to do just to get the best out of each other, and so we've got to keep having conversations. We've got to keep looking at the actions that they're in, and we just got to find this. There was a spark, in this team early in the year, and so got to show resilience right now. We've got to create our own energy and celebrate the things that we're doing really well. It seems like we just got on our mistakes, and we had some momentum killers with some of the things that we did tonight, and so how can we not let that turn into 2 or 3 possessions?
So what do you put the 19 turnovers down to? Was it more about yourselves or more about Phoenix's defence up in your face?
Yeah, I saw they were super physical. They got up the floor. John Brown's always a problem defensively, but I thought we could easily shave 5 of those off just on mental kind of errors. They're going to turn you over the most in the league right now. So I thought there's 5 that we just get rid of automatically, and you're probably at the right number.
Is Chris still feeling the effects of his illness from Perth?
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, no, absolute credit to him. Not many people would have played over in Perth or tried to play over in Perth the other night, and he come out and play good minutes tonight. But you can still see there's an exhaustion there.
And Milton, how did you find, I suppose, the change in the starting lineup? Obviously, didn't affect your game.
Yeah, I think, like you said, we spoke about it. That first group in Perth didn't come out playing well, so we have to own that. And I think it's good to put some adversity in us and make us change up the way we've been playing. We came out of the break a little soft and timid, so it's carried over to this game also, so we need to step it up.
Is it also a bit of respect to the depth that you have in your team?
Yeah, of course. Glad to see TK getting his first start of his career. Tanner played great. He's been playing great all year, so I don't think it's a big deal for those guys to start. We're all going to play in the game anyway. It's just about who can bring the energy for the team and change some things around.
How much does it hurt to lose a throwdown?
It hurts to lose any game, but especially the throwdown, losing in this gym. We had a lot of our fans here cheering for us, and it's a big moment and a big momentum builder also when you win these type of games. So, it hurts to lose those type of games.
What kind of adjustments do you make coming off the bench? I mean, it's not something we've seen you do in the NBL, so what was that process like for you?
For me, it's the same as usual. Go out there and play my game. played all over the world and been in a lot of different situations. So for me, it's no different. Go out there, do my job the same as any other game. Just really gelling with that group coming in and trying to get guys back on track and just doing my job.
Dean, has this sort of caught you by surprise? Like, it's 2 games, right? It's 1 weekend of basketball. But did you see some slippage before the break, or has this been since the break that you've sort of come back in and gone, this isn't where we want to be?
Yeah, we couldn't. I thought the way we started the season was amazing. And we're beating teams by 17 and, getting massive leads, and, we knew that wasn't. But then we take a couple of losses, and I thought the way we responded then, the way we bounced back and had some close, tough wins, which I think were really important for us. And so, I thought we were in a pretty good space. And, as I left for Boomers, I thought, our plan about how we were going to get better in the break was on point. And, there was a mix of some people needed to catch a breath and get some rest. And but we'll go back and really review it right now and say, did we drop some standards, through the window and right before the window? Obviously we have, because we're not the same team coming out the other side. So, we'll go pick that up and rectify those things as a culture within our club, and then, in turn that'll turn into us getting a greater synergy on the floor.
Is there one thing across these 2 games that sort of disappointed you the most, or do you feel like you had some different issues in both of these outings?
Yeah, I was pretty aggressive over in Perth. I felt like I just needed to drive an absolute desperation within the group, and so I could just wasn't quite there. And so how do we just recapture that? Some moments tonight to loose ball, and we weren't first one on the floor, and so we'll look at those moments and try and get back to that team that's the hungriest. And we know when you're sitting on top that everyone's coming for you, and right now we might not be sitting on top, so that's we get back if Adelaide wins today, and so we've got them next. And we knew these 3 games coming out of the break, in Perth away, Phoenix here, and going to Adelaide with 3 away games in a row, that was going to be the toughest portion of our season, and right now we haven't been good enough.